you would see a spoon, a cup. It may or may not have water in it. If it doesn't have water, you will put water in it. And a little piece of paper with their name on it. That's all that's going to be there. So you're going to go take that. That's going to be your supplies. What you're going to add to that, I'll show you. So, hi Miss Smith, my name's Nancy. I'm your CNA today, and I know you're starving hungry, so we've got some lunch. I'm going to be feeding you. But before we get started, let me wash my hands, close that curtain, and I'm going to give you this to hold on to, please. Lock and load the bed. Okay. I'm going to have you sit up. So, no. You have to wait for me to do it. Okay, I'm going to have you sit up. So on the count of 3, we're going to sit on the side of the bed. 1, 2, 3. Feet flat on the floor. Thank you. You don't have to put their shoes on. Then you take the overhead tray. I'm going to put this right in front of you. And you don't want it up here, even though that's convenient for you and it's right level with her mouth. No. You put it down so she can see the food. Okay. And then I'm going to get my supplies. And I'm over here. And I've got this. And I put water in the cup. And I'm going to go over here. And I'm going to get a paper towel. And I need to sit down to do this. I don't sit on the bed with her, I sit across from her. Because this is a social interaction. So, I'll use this. Normally, you would get a chair. Probably not the commode. And the first thing I say to her is, what's your name? Marion. Well, that's the name I've got here. Now, I could say to her, is your name Marion? And she would say, uh-huh, because she's hungry. And if her name was Bob, and I said, is your name Marion? She'd go, uh-huh, or whatever. Because when they're hungry, they'll say yes to anything. So you don't say, are you so-and-so? You say, what's your name? And it's important that you match up the name with that person because of the diet. If they're diabetic, they're going to get a certain diet. If they can't eat solids, they're going to get a certain diet. So it's real important you do that correctly. And that is a question on the test. You will need to see that. So her name's Marion. I've checked it. Yep, it is. Marion, we have steak and potatoes here today. That's pretty exciting. And I've got this lovely glass of water for you. Now, we don't wear gloves. And we don't put a clothing protector. That's insulting for the test. In real world, yes you do. But for this, we don't. But what you do is you take your little paper towel and you say, can I have your hands, dear? And I'm going to wipe them. Please note the very thorough job that I do wiping her hands. That is all they care about. You do both hands front and back. Say this. Now, this part is important. Miriam, you've got steak and potatoes. Which one would you like first?
Steak.
The steak. Good choice. And Miriam, are you ready? This is steak.
Yeah.
Okay. So, before you feed it, you give her a choice. You tell her what it is, and then you say, are you ready? Most times in the nursing homes, what you'll see is, open your mouth, come on, open your mouth. And they're not very nice about it. So we're going to be kind. And I tell you what, when we go to the nursing homes, they love us because we say this all the time. Are you ready? Okay. For the test, all you have to do is 2 different spoonfuls and a sip. So this has got a little warm water. So here's some water. Would you like a sip?
No.
Will you pretend? Just say yes. Okay, so this is some water, and would you like a sip?
Yeah.
And are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I give her a sip. That's all you have to do for that. Now, you've got steak and potatoes. Which one would you like?
Steak.
Yeah, steak. That's a good choice. And the steak here, this is steak, and are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay. And that's it. You only have to do 2 and a sip of water. You have to say, do you want, give them a choice. Remember, we give them a choice in clothing, we give them a choice here. Tell them what it is and say, are you ready? Every single time you bring something up to their mouth. Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Okay, you're all done. Thank you. Let me have your hands. First, let me wipe your mouth. And then let me wipe your hands. And your other hand.
We're all with the same.
Oh, it doesn't matter. That's okay. You can use the same rag for that. You can use a washcloth. You can use a paper towel. You can use whatever. You can use a napkin if they have a napkin there. Some of them won't have anything. They will. This is bare bones. It'll be the name, this with two something. Usually they use fruit cocktail, and a cup. And it may not have water, but you have to put water in it. So you're gonna get this one. Okay, that was very good. If you would like to hop back in bed, go ahead and cover yourself up. She does all that herself. I don't want to take your time. So then I put this back because we want to make the room clean. And I put this back. And then this I take and I leave. I don't dump it, empty it, or anything. And I put it probably in the dirty utility room. Because dietary is going to come in and they're going to go, oh, she wasn't very hungry. Okay, and they keep track of what she ate and drank. So that's why you don't dump it, even though you'd want to dump this and leave it. So you take this and you put it in the dirty, soiled utility room. You come back in the room and you open the curtain, lock and load the bed. Where's your call light? You want to hang on to that, please? Wash my hands. Task complete. Some key things. She has to sit up. You could have her raise the head of the bed, but that takes so bloody long. You know, those things, they take forever. So don't do that. Just have her sit up. That way she's sitting up. 2, you don't put shoes on her. Feet flat on the floor. That's all you need. And any other comments about it? Okay.